Hi everybody, and welcome to Virtual Sunday School. Well, we're going to pick up where we left off last week and continue on with the 10 Commandments. And we're going to start today with number 7. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Adultery, what does that mean? Well, it's actually in the word. It's mostly for adults, and it really talks about marriage. It's when one member of the married couple breaks their promise that they made before God to be with somebody else. And even worse than that is betrayal. And betrayal means that they've done it without the other person knowing. And that's even worse. So adultery is when you break a promise that you have made to one another before God. Number Octo, thou shalt not steal. Well, this one's pretty simple. I mean, stealing is taking something that doesn't belong to you. Now, you know, if you go into a store and you steal candy or something like that and you get caught, that's obviously stealing. But maybe let's think of something else too. What if one of your best friends has been saving their money for something like a video game? And they really love this video game. And when their back is turned, you steal that video game. Well, imagine how your friend is going to feel. And how are you going to feel every time that you play that game knowing that you took it from your best friend? So not only is your best friend feeling bad, but you're feeling even worse. Number 9, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Wow, that's a mouthful. What does that mean? Well, simply, it means don't lie. And especially don't lie about someone else. Number 1, if you lie that somebody did something they didn't do, they could go to jail, or they could get in real serious trouble.
We will find you, scumbag!
And number 2, if you get the reputation of lying, people aren't going to trust you. And in today's world, this is even more important because of the internet. So let's say that you say, Father Angelo's a cookie thief. But he's really not a cookie thief, but you put that on the internet. Well, whatever you put on the internet, you can't take it back. So for the rest of my life, I'm going to be known as Father Angelo the cookie thief. So especially today, this commandment is very important to us about not lying. Number 10, thou shalt not covet. Again, covet is pretty simple. It means to be jealous or envious of something. And in fact, the Bible gives us examples of things that people would be envious or jealous of, like your neighbor's house or your neighbor's donkey, or basically being covetous or jealous of anything that belongs to somebody else. Now, this particular sin is really dangerous because it's the one that you don't see. The other commandments are pretty easy to spot. I mean, if you kill somebody or you steal from somebody or you commit adultery or you lie, those are pretty obvious. But jealousy and envy, you really can't see that. But the problem is that it's temptation. And that temptation is a gateway that can lead you to worse things. Because if you're jealous of your friend's video game, that might lead you to steal it. And if he won't give it to you, you're going to kill him. So this really is the sin that you've got to watch out for because it'll sneak up on you. Okay, so is this it? There's only 10 rules from God? Well, what about like commandments like thou shalt not punch thy neighbor, or thou shalt help the poor, or thou shalt not commit insurance fraud? Where are all those commandments?
The Lord Jehovah has given unto you these 15... 10 commandments.
Well, in the next series of books in the Bible, Leviticus and Deuteronomy, there is an entire listing of laws. In fact, there's 613 of them. Now, that's a lot of laws to follow. So what happens with Jesus Christ is that he now simplifies the 10 commandments into 2. The first one, you shall love the Lord your God with all your mind, your heart, and your soul. And this covers all the commandments that have to do with our relationship with God. And the second one, which you probably know as the golden rule, you've probably heard somebody say that, is that you shall do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Meaning, you don't want anybody to kill you, you don't want anybody to steal from you, and you certainly don't want anybody to commit insurance fraud. So what Jesus does is he takes the entire commandments of God, and then he himself as God gives us something that is simpler, but at the same time covers so many different things. So thanks everybody for joining us, and tune in next time when I'm going to take a long and detailed look at every single one of the 613 commandments. I'm just kidding. But inspired by Jesus, I'm going to make it short, and we're going to look at one specific commandment, and we're going to see Moses battling with the golden calf. So remember, like, subscribe, and share our videos. We'll see you soon.